Chapter 4 of the Insect Folk. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. The Insect Folk by Margaret Warner Morley. Chapter 4. The Silverfish. May has something here for us to look at. She says it is a slippery rascal. Let us see it. Oh, yes, you have it in that little box. See, the box has a glass top. May cut the top off the box herself and fastened in a little pane of glass so we could see the rascal without danger of its escaping. Pretty rascal, like a little silverfish slipping about the box. Yes, Charlie, it is called the silverfish. A land fish? Why, yes, it would be a land fish if it were a fish at all. But in spite of its name, it is no fish. It is covered with shining scales, though, that are very much like fish scales, and it is shaped a good deal like a fish. Oh, yes, it is an insect. You see, it has 6 legs, but it has no wings. No, it is not a young one. It never will have any wings, no matter how old it may get to be. It is flat, you see, and its scales make it very slippery, so that it is hard to catch and yet harder to hold on to after you have caught it. It goes flashing about like a little silver dart, and it loves to eat starch. That is why May calls it a rascal. It eats the starch from the paste that fastens on her wall paper, and from book bindings, so you see it makes things fall to pieces. But my, what a pretty rascal it is! Besides its name of silverfish, it is also called fish moth, though it is not a moth at all. It is also called bristletail, because of the long, bristle-like parts at the end of its body, and in some places it is called a slink, because you know it loves dark places, and when you uncover it in the daytime it slips around a corner into the dark again. Yes, it seems to slink about as if it were ashamed of itself, but it is not ashamed. It does not like the light, and it does not like us to see it. Perhaps it is afraid of us. End of chapter 4.